UFO spotted on live stream. On February 2023, a curious event occurred during a live stream from the International Space Station. The ISS, orbiting Earth at an altitude of around 400 kilometers, continuously broadcasts live footage from its multiple cameras, available for anyone to watch at any time. On this particular day, a viewer monitoring the 24/7 live feed spotted something highly unusual. Take a look. As the ISS passed over a vast expanse of cloud cover, an object appeared that didn't quite fit in with its surroundings. Amidst the white, fluffy clouds, there seemed to be a distinct metallic object, reflecting sunlight in a way that differed from the clouds around it. Now at first, you might not notice it right away, however. When the video is zoomed in, you can clearly see the strange object. If don't know why, but this UFO gives me an impression of a classic flying saucer. Clouds generally have a soft, diffused reflection, but this object, however, had a crisp metallic glint, indicating it was something solid and reflective. Unlike the surrounding clouds, the light reflection from this object was much more intense and direct. This isn't the first time strange objects have been captured on the ISS live feed. NASA's cameras have previously recorded numerous unexplained phenomena, such as objects hovering above Earth, moving rapidly through the atmosphere, or even staying stationary among the clouds, which immediately results in an abrupt stop of the live broadcast. But I guess this time, they didn't seem to notice it, as this object appears way too small and faint to instantly catch your attention. But when zoomed in, the object becomes clear. But what do you think this is? Are they simply space debris, reflections, or something more easily explainable? Or are they something far more mysterious and intriguing? Let me know down in the comment section below. UFO over Parthenon. June 21, 2017, Athens, Greece. The sun had set on the ancient city, and the iconic Acropolis stood illuminated against the night sky. Photographer Andy Van Rose was visiting his friend Nikos Apostolopoulos at his studio, located just a short distance from the historical site. It was a typical evening for Andy, who often spent time capturing the beauty of famous landmarks after dark. That night, Andy decided to take some photos of the glowing Parthenon. He set up his Canon Mark III camera with an 85mm lens, aiming it at the majestic structure. The city sounds faded into the background as he focused on getting the perfect shot. Click after click, he captured the timeless beauty of the Parthenon, not knowing that his camera had caught something extraordinary. It wasn't until later, when Andy reviewed his photos, that he noticed something unusual. Strange, mysterious objects appeared in the sky above the Parthenon. Objects he hadn't seen with his own eyes while taking the pictures. Curious and a little startled, he zoomed in on each mysterious shape, trying to make sense of what he was seeing. The objects didn't look like birds, planes, or any recognizable flying machines. They had odd, almost otherworldly shapes. Some appeared round, others more elongated. There was no easy explanation for their presence in his photographs. Intrigued by his discovery, Andy decided to compile the zoomed-in images of these unidentified flying objects into one picture. This allowed for a closer examination of their details. The compilation revealed even more peculiarities about the objects. They seemed to have different sizes and forms, hovering silently above one of the world's most famous historical sites. What made this sighting particularly fascinating was the fact that these objects were invisible to the naked eye. Andy hadn't noticed anything unusual while taking the photos. It was only his camera, with its powerful lens, that had captured these mysterious entities. The footage quickly sparked interest among those who saw it. Questions arose about what these objects could be. Were they some kind of atmospheric phenomenon? Could they be evidence of advanced technology unknown to the public? Or were they, perhaps, visitors from another world, drawn to the ancient wonder of the Parthenon? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. portal. Now, this video was sent to me multiple times, so I had to include it in this episode. So in November 2022, in Coimbra, Portugal, people of this historic city were going about their evening routines when suddenly something extremely unusual caught one of the local residents' attention. High above the familiar mountain ranges, strange lights began to flicker and move in ways that defied explanation. The footage that emerged showed a sight that left many viewers stunned. Take a look.
Onde que tá agora, pô? Olha lá, olha lá. Véi do céu. Falei que eu tava vendo alguma coisa. Lá do teu lado, lá, pô.
In the evening sky, illuminated against the mountainous backdrop, was an object unlike anything the eyewitness had ever seen before. The unidentified craft hovered silently, its shape clearly visible even from a distance. It seemed to be engaged in some sort of activity, moving in a way that suggested it was retrieving or collecting something from behind the mountains. An orb-like object can be seen slowly getting beamed up or flying up toward the bigger craft. The movements looked like it was deliberately controlled. As the video circulated online, it quickly caught the attention of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Many viewers were struck by the object's appearance, noting its similarity to what some called ark ships, which are basically massive vessels said to be capable of transporting entire civilizations across the universe. The idea that this craft might visit Earth to gather resources isn't new in UFO stories. Closer examination of the video revealed even more intriguing details. Some observers pointed out what appeared to be multiple triangular ships, their distinct shapes clearly visible against the sky. Others were drawn to what looked like an observation deck, a feature that hinted at the true scale of the main vessel, if indeed that's what it was. The discussion around the footage grew heated. Many were convinced that they were looking at solid evidence of extraterrestrial visitation. The object's movements, their apparent technology, and their sheer size all seemed beyond current human capabilities. And of course, there have many reports of alien abduction all around the world, especially the famous case of Barney and Betty Hill. But as always, not everyone was ready to accept such an explanation. Skeptics raised questions about the video's authenticity. In an age of advanced computer graphics, they argued, it's all too easy to create convincing video footage with CGI, like the one that you are seeing right now. They called for a thorough analysis of the footage, hoping to prove it was nothing more than a cleverly crafted hoax. So, was this encounter truly a glimpse of something totally extraordinary? Or is it simply a work of CGI or an elaborate hoax? As always, you decide. Multiple UFOs. Before I get into it, if you are new here and enjoy mysterious UFO videos like these, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel because more videos like this are on your way. That said, let's get back to the video. April 14, 2021, Pentagon, Washington, D.C. It was a regular day at the Pentagon, the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense. The iconic building, with its unique architecture, stood tall and imposing, a symbol of America's military might. Little did anyone know that something extraordinary was about to unfold in the skies above. As the workday progressed, an eyewitness, whose identity remains unknown, happened to look up at the sky.
This is above the Pentagon.
What caught their attention was a series of bright, unidentified flying objects, hovering and moving in a peculiar pattern above the Pentagon. Initially, the eyewitness couldn't quite make out what they were seeing. The objects appeared to be flying in an unsynchronized pattern, almost as if they were connected by an invisible thread. They moved with an extreme fluidity that defied conventional aircraft, seemingly defying the laws of physics. Realizing the significance of the moment, the eyewitness quickly reached for their camera and began recording the bizarre spectacle unfolding before their eyes. As the camera rolled, the objects appeared to change formation, separating and regrouping in intricate patterns. At times, they seemed to accelerate and decelerate with incredible speed, leaving no doubt that these were no ordinary aircraft. The footage became even more perplexing when some of the objects appeared to vanish into the clouds, only to reappear moments later in a different location. It was as if they were capable of cloaking themselves, or manipulating the very fabric of space and time. Throughout the sighting, the objects remained silent, emitting no sound that could be detected by the eyewitness. Their movements were fluid and precise, almost as if they were controlled by an unseen force. But without any further conclusive evidence, this video is in your hands to decide. So do let me know what you think about this encounter down in the comments section below. Recently, an astonishing video where the Federal Aviation Administration confirmed this UFO to be genuine was caught on camera, and it is absolutely mind-blowing. And this video here will show it to you. Check this out right away before it disappears from the screen. Also, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more intriguing UFO videos in the future.